Hey, good morning, everyone. So today I want to talk about the Great Divide. I'm kind of on this evolution kick, I guess. So prior to the Industrial Revolution, there was just the rich and the poor. And today, I see the elites are creating technology that is slowly eroding the middle and lower class and using this technology to automate. And everyone knows it's coming. I mean, even Amazon is doing it. And I think it's possible in the near future, 8 or 10 or 12 years, 15 years, Amazon will control the entire freight industry, putting out mom and pops, medium-sized, large carriers. Maybe Amazon will just buy all their trucks because Amazon will dictate all the freight. That's the trend I'm seeing. And I've been a freight broker for 25 years. So during the 18th and 19th century, during the Industrial Revolution, the rich needed the poor to do labor. There was no computers, no software or whatever. And we were used. And that kind of started the classes, the middle class, lower class. And we have to kind of fear the worst. We have to prepare ourselves for a possible dystopian society. I don't know if that's ever going to come to be, maybe in 50, 200 years. But I think that the gap between the rich and poor is expanding. And with all this new technology, it's just going to get worse. But right now, I think it's very important that people try to be happy if they have a roof and food to eat. Even though inflation is on the rise, it's going to get worse now with all these tariffs. But I think it's temporary. I think once all the other countries realize what we're doing, they'll just have to deal with it because we are a powerhouse in America. But yeah, it's going to get rough. It's going to get really rough. Who knows, maybe all of 2025. My buddy that lives in Maine can't buy a dozen eggs because of the principle that it costs $12 for a dozen. I don't know why it's like that up there. I'm in Ohio and it's only still $5. So I don't know if it's, if food is as political as like gas and oil. It sure seems that way. I think what's really fucking us up is that the gap between what reality is and what we think it needs to be. Think about that. Most of us just live our day. We're thinking about, no, our reality is not reality. We need it to be this way. And they're always thinking about what the reality should be and not dealing with the right here and now of what it is. And that's what's messing you up. We do have to believe in the ignorance of hope that things will get better. We just have to keep grinding through. That's all we can do. Anyways, I'll see you on the next. Think about it. 1,200 years ago, let alone 200 years ago, there was the rich and poor. Nothing between the lines, just kingdoms, kings, queens, slaves, and servants. Minority was the free man, and because of the Industrial Revolution, we created a working class. And the working class worked hard, but they were free, a mass of people free. Today, the working class makes up the majority. But the wealthy remain in sole power. Those on welfare will always be there. The working class will always be pulled by puppet strings while staring at the dangling carrot. We are respected by the ones in control, as if we are the wood that stokes their fire. The gap between the rich and middle class is like the distance from our Earth to Sagittarius A, our black hole in our Milky Way. Those on welfare, oh, they're in another galaxy. But this is nothing compared to communist countries like China, North Korea, and Russia. The working class there cannot reap the rewards of their labor. They get what everyone else gets: 10 rolls of toilet paper, limited food budget, and many years of brainwashing. So we really need to be happier as Americans. We work hard and need to find happiness in between as we dream and continue believing in the ignorance of hope. Or we should be grateful the rich and powerful have given most of us little kingdoms we work so hard for that we can call home. Whether led by a king or queen, we have worked so hard. Regardless, either way, we call it home. That is our reality, so stop searching to find yourself. The gap between what your life is and what you think it should be is what's effing you up. Sometimes you have to make a decision if you want another person to control your reality or if you want to create it. And once you accept your current situation, you can start to create your own reality.